Hey there, my friends. We are here doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles. We're back at it again today. Lesson 116. We are still in a review period, and our two lessons for review today are God's will for me is perfect happiness. God's will is perfect happiness for me, and I can suffer, but from the belief that there is another will apart from His. Second lesson for review, I share God's will for happiness for me. I share my Father's will for me, His Son. What He has given me is all I want. What He has given me is all there is. So on the hour, we say, God's will for me is perfect happiness. And on the half hour, we say, I share God's will for happiness for me. So today, I got up this morning and did some hot yoga and came home and made myself a pineapple, apple, blueberry juice. And I feel like this is part of my happiness practice today. So hopefully you're all doing a lot of self-love practices and taking good care of yourselves every time you're able to. And good stuff like this brings you happiness, I promise. All right, so let's see what a year of forgiveness has to say about lesson 116. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. It is obvious to you that feeling happy is better than feeling sad. Feeling free is better than feeling imprisoned. Suffering is not something you are drawn to when you are healthy, when you are vibrantly alive. There are many distortions in your mind, however, that can lead you to feeling sad, feeling put upon, feeling unfairly treated, or sacrificing yourself and suffering because of that sacrifice is normal. Many of you have this deeply held, embedded, not only in your personal teachings from your families, cultures, and churches, but as an element of your overall society, that those of you who go to war and die somehow perform a wonderful sacrifice. You know, that one really hits home for me, being retired from the military. And that was definitely projected onto us from every direction. And it's just, man, you know, I've been retired for almost a year now, and the unlearning that I'm doing is massive around that particular program specifically. So, no, I don't believe that sacrifice crap anymore. Anyway, you can feel that even questioning whether sacrifice is important and suffering is holy somehow brings up some confusion because it is such a deeply entrenched belief. It is because of the church teaching this to generation upon generation. That darn church. When you feel resistance to the belief that God wants you to be happy, this is what's happening. Do not doubt it. Understand that every time you choose a thought or focus or concentrate your mind on something that brings you joy and happiness, that's your feedback saying, you are on track. That's your feedback system saying, yes, this is good. You're heading in the right direction. Until you have your mind fully clarified by doing these lessons, some distortions will make you happy, and this is okay for you to witness. You may realize some unhealthy things make you feel good, but they generally have to do with the physical body. This is the point we would like to make here. If you use a substance of some kind or an activity that is very body and pleasure focused, then that is not really happiness. That is a sensation, a sensory input that distracts the mind from its suffering and brings only temporary relief. Yeah. I like to call that the lower three chakra satisfaction zone with some of these things that are in our shadows. But I love it. We get to forgive ourselves all the time with this course and with these teachings. What we ask you to do is choose things that really make you happy. It could be planting some flowers in the garden and seeing them grow and flourish. It could be having a great conversation with a friend. It could be petting your dog or a cat. Using the body is of the body, but in these early days, we want to really get you to understand the difference between those pleasure feelings of eating and drinking, for example, and the nice feelings of creativity, investing in your life, or being out in nature and feeling sunshine on your skin, feeling wind in your hair, and listening to the birds. Yes, these are coming through your sensory input device, but they have a different quality. You know what we're talking about here. So be happy today. Choose happiness today. See how well you can practice that choice. Am I going to look at the shadows, or am I going to look at the light? We ask you to look at the light today. Look at the good in your life. Look at the things in your life that are simple gifts that bring a smile to your face. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. Well, everyone, that's lesson 116. I'm gonna keep drinking my pineapple apple blueberry juice that I made. Actually, earlier this morning, before I went to yoga, I made myself an orange apple ginger juice. I'm actually, this little guy right here, as much as I know I'm not my body and I don't need to focus on vanity or whatever, I do feel like cleansing the system a little can help with clearing some of the blockages that I have, especially blockages around my third eye or any of my other meridians or chakras. So anyway, cheers, be happy today. I hope you have a great day and that these lessons are really getting into your heart and healing your consciousness, just making you enjoy your life. I'll see you tomorrow.